Assalamu Alaikum and Ramadan Kareem. In the next few minutes, I'd like to share with you an acronym that I hope would help us learn a few things we should focus on during this Ramadan. And I'd like to use fasting as that acronym. An F would be for fasting, not feasting. That this is a month where we should spend more time on our prayer mats, more time showing compassion than on preparing food, on being in the kitchen. A for anger management, that we fast even from getting angry. That if we have any challenges with our temper, this is the month to work on it. S for shaitan being chained. This is the month the Prophet said shaitan has been chained, the shayateen have been chained. And so when we see misbehavior, let's appreciate how bad we really are. And not keep blaming shaitan, who has no power over us. Allah says even on the day of judgment, when shaitan is forced to tell the truth, he will let us know he had no power over us. He could only tempt us. So we shouldn't blame him, we should blame ourselves. T for taqwa training. One of the key things this month is about building our resilience to bad ideas, bad thoughts, to be more conscious of Allah and more creative in identifying good ideas and turning them into actions and habits and part of our character. That this is a month of taqwa training. I for introspection, looking inside, recognizing our context doesn't change. I don't change until I'm ready to change what is inside myself. That I can't make people like me. I can make myself more likable. I can't make people respect me. I can't make people trust me, but I can make myself more respectable. I can make myself more trustworthy. N for neighborliness. This is a month where we should be more neighborly. We should be more conscious of our neighbors, those we know. N for neighborliness. Being better towards our neighbors, recognizing their rights, recognizing the amount of reward we get by being good to others, especially those in our neighbors, and not just the neighbors who live in the house beside us and the house beside the next one, but to remember the poor who walk between the neighbors, the cleaners, the passers-by, the security, the drivers, the various people who live within the neighborhood or work within the neighborhood but may actually live a good distance away, but people who are in much dire need of our compassion than even some of our neighbors. And G, showing gratitude through generosity. This should be a month where we really preoccupy ourselves with compassion, showing rahmah, starting with our families, starting with even ourselves and our neighbors and the greater world. This should be a month of showing gratitude through what Allah has given us, to be generous with our time, with our wealth, even with our advice. It is a month of growth, a month where, inshallah, we are able to come out with a greater level of taqwa than when we started. May Allah accept our fasting. May Allah help us fast from all the bad things that we are used to. Ramadan Kareem. Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.